Hello, baby dolls. You got to remember something, right? This is a yummy donut, and you're a yummy donut. So, Albert Einstein, do you remember him? Okay, he invented orange juice. First guy to put 3 ice cubes in. He also said in his spare time, compound interest is like the 8th wonder in the world. And we can actually access compound interest just by long-term holding. You can't get compound interest in short-term holding. So how do you access compound interest in long-term holding? Well, just by holding long-term and doing nothing, the currency you're denominated in is getting weaker. And that is its supply is going up. So every year, right? Every year, friends, they print like 7% of the money, okay? But if you divide 7%, you divide that by 12, that's only 0.58%. Now, sometimes crypto just shits the bed 25%. So you've lost 25% of value, but you're like boosted 0.58. You're like, oh, that doesn't help much, right? You're down only like 24.5 now. However, if you let this work in your favor over time, the whole market, right, with the total crypto industry, it starts to go on that log growth path. And that's actually how you access it. Now, if you're holding short term, you never get the benefit of that. And you don't know when these big whales are going to come in and start to like throw in their last fiat to swipe things up. You don't know when that happens. But now you understand, right? If you're holding long term, it gives you the power to hold through the pain whenever there's any big dump or big scare or a bear market or whatever. So that money supply, friends, I'm going to play some pump music. The money supply, that's debasing all the time. The money is debasing. And it takes years to really kick into overdrive. But, you know, it's unfortunate. It's not linear. You see, it's not linear. It has like these tipsy-turvy parts. Why? Why is that? It's because when they print money, they don't print money for the sake of it, even though we like get the idea that they do. It's because what ends up happening is there are demand gaps. There's GDP gaps that happen in the economy, and they're printing to cover the gap, right? They're printing to cover the gap. So even in the zombie virus, we had like a, 18% GDP gap. So then they printed like 30%. You see? So there's an excess of 12%. They want it to be better safe than sorry, yeah? So in the short term, you know, sometimes there's like a GDP gap of like 0.2%. So they've got to print that difference and a bit more. But they never get it right. It's literally nearly impossible to get it right. Because when they print money, people don't just go spend it straight away. They hoard it. So the cycles are moving along over time, and there's different subsets of people in an economy who have hoarded the money. There's insiders who got the money, the Cantillon effect. They're holding it and they're hoarding it, and they don't all go dunk it in at the same time. But what we found is, through parts of the cycle, when they come to dunk it, it is all at the same time. Dunk it, where they just maybe start to come and buy crypto as a Russell 2000 pushes up higher, okay? But it feels like right now we are like long overdue for a crypto pump, which you desperately need after like so many years. But you now you get to see, right, friends? Ultimately, this thing works in your favor, but it needs time. And it's very, very tough because we live hour by hour, day by day. And when you just look at a chart that shows you long term, it looks amazing, right? Shout out to AI Money Man, okay? We have no choice but to believe and keep buying. Yes, that's literally it. There's no world where you get your nice 6x, you sell, and like everybody else is destroyed. There is no world. Either we're all in and we win, or we all lose. And I want to show this to you, friends. It's actually very funny. So Mr. Custard is actually smoking a big fat joint, and he's watching Donald Trump on Sex Friedman saying, Trump gained the love of so many communities. Stoners for Trump. So Donald Trump, he says, first of all, medical marijuana has been amazing. So you see this, friends, like the crypto industry, they're in disbelief. That's why I want to show this to you. It's so important. They're in disbelief. Like, dude, we have a future potential president with a high chance of winning. He's coming in, Aave and Ethereum protocol. He's launched NFTs. He's actually just saying all the right stuff to get elected. Now, here's the thing, man. We know they can't keep all their promises. We know that. But at least they're trying. That's what we want. At least trying. In crypto, friends, crypto sells itself. It sells itself. We don't need the president to tell us crypto's cool. We're already here before them, and the government is late. They're laggards. We are the bleeding edge pioneers. We're the future drug addicts, current drug addicts, or past drug addicts, friends. That's pretty much it. That's everyone in crypto, yeah. So we don't need them. They need us. And it's already happening right now. But everybody's in disbelief. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, it's funny. All the mid-curvers, you got your Adam Cochrans coming out saying, oh, no, Barron Trump's going to be involved. Oh, no, it's going to be a useless governance token. Ha, ha, ha. Dude, who the hell cares, man? He's literally played out the wet dream I spoke about of a year ago. I mean, man, like it was just a dream. Do you remember when it was just a dream? It was just on the tip of my tongue. I was like saying, well, just imagine Donald Trump says, I love crypto. Do you remember I was saying that? And now he's basically, you know what? You gotta have respect for someone. He's not even saying it. He's doing it. He's doing it. Launching a coin, doing stuff. He's like participating. He's got guys around him who are like funneling back to him. That's what you want, man. That's what you want. So things are moving forward fundamentally. It's just price-wise, you know, Mr. Custard is smoking a big fat joint. So hopefully we can smoke up a big green candle for our crypto bags. Because ultimately, man, we are winning, friends. It just takes time for people to like really, truly understand that we're winning. So we'll take some time for us to pump through this Rektember, as always, man. Like, look, everything can change just the power of 1 month. You know, tax rates change, you know, different policies of governments, all these other thousands of things, man. That's why I'm saying, like, crypto's a gift. It's also a big fat grift. But it's also a gift in terms of, like, when the non-believers are in, you can sniff it. You can sniff it. So even though, look, man, I totally agree, man. Like, it's not easy for me to wake up every day and I'm like, oh, crap. Friends, I was making videos a year and a half ago about this inverted yield curve, man. I was making this video. I was making it about, when the yield curve inverted, it was July 2022. It's been 2 years. I've been talking about it. I knew Judgment Day is coming. We're still waiting. I knew Judgment Day. Here we go, right? And it's, the uninversion, to remind you, the uninversion is they have to cut rates aggressively because the economy is tanking. They have to cut rates aggressively. Okay, I know it's coming in. I know. There's just something, friends. It's just something that's different now. I'm not saying this time is different. I'm just telling you the world economy died in 2008. So let's go back here and show you. After this point, you see that, friends? You see here? The world economy died, friends. You see that vertical point? Everything to this point was the debt was manageable. The US debt, that's right, I said it, debt, it was manageable. After the GFC, the global financial cuckery, after this point, the world economy died. And all we've had is, so Bitcoin was birthed here, okay? Bitcoin, friends, was literally birthed here. Bitcoin rallies, we have zombie virus, they print, and here we are today, okay? But there was just only 1 point, friends. That was it. This was world economy destruction, okay? Now here's the thing, right? So even though in 2017 here, look at this. In 2017, friends, the world economy did not explode, but crypto still went, crypto bear market was here. Crypto bear market was here. You see that? Crypto bear markets, right? And then you also had that mini bear market in around here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Cycle 1, 2, 3. You see that? Interestingly enough, the US economy hadn't cracked. So everybody was worried, what happens when the US economy cracks? Well, look, we went down. We capitulated with the zombie virus, right? That was what happened. But now everybody's worried it happens again. But man, the government knows if the Ponzi deflates, it's all over. Literally game over. They have to keep printing. So that's why this interesting debacle is here, man. Because, yeah, the US economy, friends, that was this zombie virus, right? And then crypto cracked right here. We know that part. But where we are now, look, man, you're a politician. The US economy starts cracking. The S&P 500 is down 10%, 15%, 18%. What do? You've only got one button. You got to print money. Global liquidity index goes up. You start charging up the bank, start handing out loans, start doing your stimulus. They literally, they have the playbook, man. They did it in the zombie virus. Hand out the candy stimulus checks, the loans. So look, they will do it again. But obviously, where is like the crux of the issue is, see, even the bears, friends, the bears know that they'll print money and they'll save it. They know that too. So everybody's actually long-term bullish. Everyone knows, okay, they've only got one strategy. It's just people are always arguing about how far the crack in the short term will be. How unexpected is it going to be? Is something going to come out and spike oil up in the Middle East and send the economy into a recession? Is something weird? Is it like, they already threw the whole world virus at us. They already threw that to us, but could it be something else? Oh, nuclear war, slowdowns and fears. What about China? Look, man, Mick Hovell, friends, he made the global liquidity index, okay? He's bullish. The guy he literally made he literally was the one. He sat down working meticulously and he found out the central bank Ponzi's and he's like, oh, you guys, the world economy died in 2008. You guys have been printing money just to pay off your interest repayments. You're going to kill the Ponzi system. Friends, it's literally like, man, like you have a debt of $100,000. You only make $50,000 a year. Okay, it's actually worse. More like you have a debt of $500,000 and you're making $50 grand a year. So then you get a credit card to start paying off your interest. Like, I'm going to go bankrupt in a couple of years. You know that. That's literally, that's what's happening with these US governments. They have to print money. They can't let these things implode until they, deep state, world government, Illuminati, whatever the hell they are, till they're ready to move everybody to the new system. Now, they could be ready right now. We don't know. Something tells me they're not. Something tells me they could do it. Something tells me it's not. No, yeah, it just feels like a couple of things need to happen first. They have to give everybody the system right there. And what is the system, if you're confused? CBDC, digital dollar. All right, so here's the thing, friends. So if you're in a house and I want you to leave, if you've been there for like 40 years, you ain't leaving, okay? That's the US government trying to get you to change and like hand in all your details and stuff and try to get off the banking system and go into the Fed digital one. But they haven't even tried the digital dollar yet. Once they get it out, they can see the adoption rate on there. Once the adoption rate maybe is not as high as they want, then they go in for the jugular, which is, okay, or let's do a world crisis. Banks, you're going to get destroyed. We consolidate the middle power. How do we get everyone out of it? We pretend like we're rescuing everybody. We hand out stimulus checks. But first, to get the stimulus, you got to sign up to the CBDC. Then they've got you. You see this? By the way, this is all 100% happening. You just don't know the timeline of this, okay? So you can say, whoa, it's happening. You just don't know when. It's going to be 5 months or it's going to be 15 years. We have no idea. You see that? That seems more plausible rather than just like some magical, mysterious crack now where they just bring out something, right? That's me and my thinking. But we'll see. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you the next one.